a huge part of creating the experience that we desire to experience in all areas is not abandoning ourselves, and is not allowing certain things to get in the way, such as fear and lack and need and feelings of not feeling loved and needing to get that from outside of us. Because really and truly, if we seek outside of us, we're never really going to get it. People cannot give us what it is that we need, that we want, that we require, until we give it to ourselves. We can't fall in love with potential. It's just not going to work. We can't allow someone to dangle the carrot, to dangle the string, for us to go after it. Words don't matter, it's actions. And it's really important that we tune into this and that we ask ourselves, are we abandoning ourselves in this process? Whether that be in pursuit of a relationship, in the non-pursuit of our dreams, in the non-pursuit of the external life experience, whatever that may be. Normally we're abandoning ourselves when we don't go after what we want because of fears of what other people think, of how we're going to look, of judgments, of looking stupid and all of that. So that stops us from going after what it is that we truly want in our life, the happiness, the health, the wealth. And what's really important here is that we must become very crystal clear on what that looks like, because it's different for everyone. And then when it comes to relationships, we tend to abandon ourselves in relationships to make other people happy, or in the pursuit of the potential of what it could be. No, what is it now? What is it now? And does it meet your needs now? And that's important, is your needs are a non-negotiable. Yeah, they're a non-negotiable. We're not fucking around here. This is your happiness at the end of the day. This is you feeling calm and peaceful and safe, most importantly. There are wants that can be negotiated and compromised. However, there are needs that are just a non-negotiable. So then you get to ask yourself, okay, am I abandoning myself in the process of desiring to go after this because I want that bit of intimacy, or I'd love to connect, or whatever, right? Because the thing is when we abandon ourselves, then life abandons us. Yeah, our life experience is simply a reflection of our internal experience. Our external simply reflects our internal. So it's really important that we take the time to sit with ourselves, to ask ourselves, am I abandoning myself? And most of the time, it's very easy to come to this conclusion. Why? Because of the way that we feel. So if you feel sadness, anger, anxiety, any kind of bad, I put it in speech quotes here because it's not bad, it just is, right? It's a low vibrational frequency emotion, yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, because all emotions hold a purpose, yeah? And all of these quote unquote bad emotions are simply guidance back to ourselves as to what's right for us and what's not right for us. So when we notice these low vibrational frequency emotions arise within us, what we get to do is we really get to sit with ourselves and get curious. Okay, why? So instead of projecting that out to the other person, like, "Rah, rah, rah," that's not going to help anything. It's just going to create more chaos. We don't want that. We notice it and we get curious and we sit with ourselves and we journal and we write something like, okay, blah, 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 I feel sad. And that's okay that I feel sad and I need to cry now. And where is that coming from? Why do I feel sad? And normally there's a root to the trauma, yeah? The root normally stems from childhood, and normally we need to reparent ourselves and show up for ourselves and protect ourselves and love ourselves in a way of choosing ourselves. And sometimes that means saying no to an outside source, an outside person, an outside situation. And sometimes that's sad, and sometimes we get to grieve. However, we don't want to, if we don't do that, we lose ourselves in the process, right? And we're not following our highest timeline, and we don't want that, right? And then when it comes to what it is that we truly want, and we're abandoning ourselves and we're not doing what it is that we truly want, we're holding ourselves back most of the time. We're holding ourselves back from using our voice, from being vulnerable, from opening our heart, from pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, from stretching our limits. We're abandoning that warrior spirit within us because for some reason we don't believe in ourselves. For some reason we don't feel good enough. For some reason we don't feel capable. And that's not us speaking, that's this speaking that's coming from an outside voice. Family, teachers, bullies, whatever that may be, yeah? The voice in your head that's meh, 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 that's part of your ego that was picked up from an outside source to keep you safe. Yeah, it's not you. And when you take the time to really sit with yourself, no distraction, no phone, nothing, just a pen and a journal, and just a lovely safe environment that makes you feel good and nooky and oof, all of that. No distractions. When you just sit with yourself and ask yourself these questions, then you can get to the root, and then you can find out what's holding you back from going after what it is that you want. And yeah, we all get scared. We're all full of fear when we're going after what we truly want. There's various reasons why. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of looking stupid, fear of letting go. Many people don't want to let go, they want to hold on. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to create an upgraded, expanded version of life, you're going to have to let go of the things that are weighing you down. And that can be ways of being, ways of doing, certain habits and certain people. And at the end of the day, what's the alternative? What, you want to stay small and stuck and in a mediocre life, struggling and broke and complaining and surrounded by toxic, unhealthy people? No, you don't. So it's really important that you let go, continue to let go. And a lot of the times, there's a lot of unhealthy and toxic ways of being and doing that you're holding on to that you don't want to let go of, because it's your ego protecting your heart, because your heart can break if it's not protected. However, as you move through this process, you become stronger, you become more discerning. As you raise your frequency level, you stop attracting all of these you stop attracting all of these people to you. It's just law, because you're not vibrating in their frequency anymore. So naturally you're protected by your guides and your angels in the universe, and they just don't come into your field because there's no resonance anymore. And there's a period of time as you're climbing out of the bucket, should we say, crabs are going to come and try and pull you back down. It's just a normal thing. And then you get to really sharpen and strengthen your discernment and your inner knowing and your strength, your power, right? We've been trained to abandon ourselves, right? So don't judge yourself on it. Don't judge yourself. We've been trained. We've been trained to give our power away. We've been trained into codependency. We've been trained to not believe in ourselves. We've been trained to not believe that we're enough. We've been trained to not use our voice. We've been trained to be fearful. We've been trained this way, right? It's very easy to program humans. And when we're all plugged into the narrative, and what's the narrative? That's the news. That's the mainstream media. It's all the Netflix, all of that stuff. And this is why it's really important to unplug unplug from the mainstream. I haven't been plugged into the mainstream for nearly 8 years now. Sometimes I'll go into Netflix, but I'm very aware of what I'm watching because I'm very aware of how programmable I am. And what I choose to do is I choose to program myself. Because what happens is if we don't program ourselves, we will get programmed. Program yourself or be programmed. Brainwash yourself or be brainwashed, right? It's a choice. It's a choice. And most people don't even know they have a choice. I'm here to remind you that you do. You have a choice. You have so many choices available to you. And you are so fortunate to live in this day and age because of the opportunity that's surrounding you. Because of the tool that you have in your hand that you are watching me on right now. Because of the information that's available to you. Because of the ways in which you can literally create your life exactly how you want. With automation, with technology, with other people's products. You don't even need to think of a product. You just partner with products that are long-standing, that are reputable, that are high ticket. You learn how to build a personal brand. You learn the tech skills. And if you say, oh, I'm not techie, I'm not savvy. All right, you might not be now. That's a story. You can be. You can learn. You're a human. If you put your mind to it, you can. Question is, how much do you want what you say you want? Yeah? How much? Because your actions will show. The way you treat yourself will show. The way you show up for yourself will show. I'm passionate here because it annoys me. It breaks my heart. Because people are like, I'm not happy. Okay, well, what are you doing about it, honey? What are you doing about it? You have all of the power. Stop giving your power away. Take it back. Reclaim it. Create everything that you want. And I'm not someone speaking from a high horse as if I haven't experienced hardships on this journey. I've been on my journey for 8 years. I started from my rock bottom. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was unfulfilled. Drink and drug binges. I put anything and everything in my body to escape. I was escaping. I was in toxic relationships. I experienced emotional and narcissistic abuse, codependency. I was toxic. I was unhealthy. I've been thrown so much. So I'm not saying this as if I don't fucking understand, because I do. However, I decided that I deserved better. My family deserved better. My children, my future children deserve better. And so do you, and so do yours. The question is, how much do you want better for you? How much do you want better for yours? Because your actions will show. Your actions will show. And this is tough love. This is tough love because I love you. I might not know you, but I love you. We are one. We are family. We are the human race. They wish to separate us and divide us because they can conquer us when we're separated and divided. But this is an illusion. We are one. We are connected. I am you and you are me. And if anything that I am, if anything that I'm saying is triggering you, that is medicine. That is activation. You can project all you want onto me. You can put it in the comments. You can project. I'm not going to take it personally because I get it. I was there. I am you and you are me. I see you. I see me in you. I see you. How long do you want to live from a place of closed-heartedness? How long do you want to live from a place of hate and blame and judgment and cynicism? What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? No. I will always meet you with love. It might be tough love, but I will always meet you with love because love is the way. Love is what heals. I love you, Polly. We're going to end this. I'll show you my pup.
You do it, the Polly. Yeah. Polly loves you.
Polly loves you. I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah. Mwah. All of my links are below. Mwah.